These guys are going to be released in the future again. The return of the Nephilim, the fallen angels, the gods themselves with a small g. They are coming back during the apocalypse time.
Cracking hits to rip like the beats of a griffin with sharp pointy tips and the grip of a falcon. Grasping with grappling talents and worn on medallions of battling Scythic and nomad. So many masterfully sculpted renditions, artistically marvelous, monstrous visions, descriptions of possibly authentic dragon-like animals, fossilized mandibles gradually formed by the annual downfalls and rainfalls, exposing mysterious samples. Examine examples like cylinder seals, revealing the secrets of serpents unveiled by ubiquitous snaps of a snapdragon. Sounds serendipitous, just like the epic of Gilgamesh. Several conspicuous mythical beasts can exist, and in fact they could actually be crossbreeds from angels who planted the seeds on indigenous demons hungry to breed. In the days of no reading from the book of Enoch, in the paths of giants, revealing a low high what we see in this antediluvian world full of giants. If we could go back and observe all the things in the lost book of Enoch and eavesdrop on Nephilim hybrids and fathers who flocked in a pack of 200 deserters. These tyrants who plundered like pirates and lusted for flesh in a cycle of violence. They squandered like pigs in the mud of defiance. And promo like Dr. Moreau in his science. Monsters without any use of a latex appliance. A violent lions of violent Goliaths, drowned and deluged by the flood into silence. Desirous to leave once they lost their commission. Now Lucifer's legions, they've turned into demons. Chained and blinded and bound in abyss. Living with locusts deep in the pit. In the days of no reading from the book of Enoch, in the paths of giants, revealing a low high grave. These moss from a time in our history. Should we be blind to the mystery? Willingly ignorant to the reality. Fallacies formed by fallacious facsimiles. Angelic offspring conspiracies, possibly aliens visiting, revealing sinister enemies. Posing as saviors with remedies. History, mental capacities, cavities. Demons are grabbing our faculties. Abduct insanity, offering new age mentalities. Fraudulent phonies who mimic and imitate, based in satanic magic, facilitate UFO sightings, debacle, debauchery, sorcery, portable forgeries, copied demonically forged by a fork-tongued mythology. Genesis 6, House of Nephilim, vividly mentioning stories of alien babies and women apparently forced to endure hybrid pregnancy. In the days of no reading from the book of Enoch, in the paths of giants, revealing a low high grave.
Because Satan and Lucifer imitate what the true God does, would it not make sense that when these guys fall to earth, maybe they will come in spaceships to take you?
Angels left their first estate to cohabitate with women in the days before the flood. And one of the things that they did was they taught mankind enchantments and root cuttings, this drug-related sorcery, the kind of things that you associate or connotate with classical witchcraft.
In every civilization, in every ancient culture, they have practiced divination. In every country and nation, humans have tried to reach the other side through meditation. Rituals and incantations, astral projection, altered state communications, summon-induced hallucinations, distort perceptions, ingesting mushrooms, psilocybin, salvia, ayahuasca, DMT, the cutting of roofs, the pharmakia, sorcery and shamanism. Psychics with visions, channeling beings to possess them. They interact through invitation, spirits and demons who are familiar to their victims, entering those who don't resist them through open doorways, connections from other dark dimensions. They fabricate apparitions based on expectation to people open to suggestion. A hocus pocus fascination, presenting false illuminations with one motivation: to present an imitation, an alternate explanation, poisonous intoxication. The serpent's venom's like a weapon that can change and mutate to always keep you guessing. 1/3 of the angels fell, good versus evil, heaven and hell. And now we're caught in the battle between the night and the darkness in places unseen. 1/3 of the angels fell, good versus evil, heaven and hell. And now we're caught in the battle between the night and the darkness in places unseen. Since the beginning, their plan never changes, but they adapt to the beliefs of the ages. In every culture and race, see their traces erased, all their origins lost in the mazes of time. All these places aligned with the similar tactics and interactions with mass-based malevolent beings, creeping in with enchantments while seeming benevolent, teaching advancements to end with their origins. Evil in nature, this dangerous behavior enforced human labor, strung by the fingers, the strings of the puppeteer, pulling the leaders, led by the king of fear. Follow procedure, the spread of their greed, feed sneaky creatures deeper and deeper. Wolves among sheep that make signs of a wonders for wicked, adulterous generations who seek for a secret and reap what they sow as their sorcerers conjure elixirs, and spirits who speak through the sages and soothsayers, mystics and wizards and pastors. Leaders pour poison down throats of their listeners, twisting through words and their messages, offering counterfeits, magically turning their staffs into serpents, worshipping false gods on purpose. 1/3 of the angels fell, good versus evil, heaven and hell. And now we're caught in the battle between the night and the darkness in places unseen. 1/3 of the angels fell, good versus evil, heaven and hell. And now we're caught in the battle between the light and the darkness in places unseen.
It was an effort made by
All right. What's going on, everyone? Steve JMO. It is the 23rd of January. I got that right. Did not get that right this morning in my video, but that's okay. Y'all let me know in the comments. So appreciate that. But what is going on, guys? We got Ceiling Fan Man here to my right, maybe left. Depends where you're looking.
Were you off a day? Were you just saying you were off a day?
Yes, this morning I said it was the 21st or the 22nd, and it's the 23rd.
So that's weird. So like that gentleman Ray, he messaged me because he thought my show, I'd missed it because he thought Thursday was Friday. And then I talked to him, and there was a day I thought was Friday was Saturday. And then people in the chat were missing a day and messed up in a day. Now you come on here and say that too. Kind of funny.
You gotta love that. You gotta love that. We're all even out of sync, in sync, you know. When I'm not feeling it, you're probably not feeling it. I mean, we have had very interesting conversations where, like, not just we're not feeling it, like part of our body has an ailment somehow, some way at the same exact time as each other, which I found very interesting. But that's besides the point. But either way, it just shows how, like, we're all interconnected. Whatever you people in the chat are going through, I'm sure that we're going through just as much, or we've been through it, or we're going to be going through. It's all one big motion we're all in together. It's like a giant dance, perhaps, you know? I don't like to look at it that way. It's a little new agey, but it really kind of is, you know? Maybe not a cosmic dance, but definitely a spiritual dance for sure. And we're all holding hands, which is cool. I mean, what affects me affects you, affects him, you know?
Well, you're making me think, was that John Lennon's song? He talks about that, the spirit dance or something.
Does he?
I think it's his number 9 song. I just have weird trivia bounce around in my head, but something like that. The spirit dance is unfolding. And then he says some stuff that's probably a spell. I think he says something like, oh, God, here's the mind control kicking in. I think he says Bawakawa Pose Pose. That's what he says. I have no idea. I hope I didn't just open a portal. That's in the song. And I've always thought that was funny. We just sing. Isn't that weird, Stephen? We just sing things. And we have no idea what we're saying. And now we're realizing we were casting spells and stuff. It's pretty fascinating. So yeah,
that's
I
like a
have to
lot
revisit
of
that.
mainstream. Yeah, like you said, songs. Mainstream songs are definitely like giant like spells and chants. Like nowadays, man, it's absolutely crazy. But I just want to give a shout out to everyone in the chat. We got 55 here, so shout out to
Holy
you guys
cow.
for
Excellent.
showing up that quick. So but yeah, everyone in the chat, I love to see you guys. NH guy, DJ, I just got your donation. I appreciate that. And the link is pinned.
And I was saying I love her new avatar. Have you seen it? It's cool, new picture. I like when people change it. We notice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's cool. We were just having a chat a little while ago. My phone was acting all strange. I don't know. I'm gonna try to give her a call with headphones later. Didn't really have those then, but I got them now, so we'll do that later. And Awesome Austin's in the chat, and he might just join us. So, and he's got a very interesting take on things, and I like the way he
usually does.
he thinks. Yeah. So we're gonna dip into some stuff with him. Theology's in the chat. Good man. Been here from the start.
Rico got new tinfoil on his tin sombrero. So
Did he?
Shout out to that. Yeah, he
Shout out to that.
Changed it. Yeah.
There it is. Good people in the chat. Love to see you guys. But
okay, and then Shapu, I think that's how you say it. Good to see you there.
Where's Shapu?
I think he's right below.
Name in here.
Joe is in here, and then Shapu. And we have Chris from South Jersey.
RT's in the chat. We got some great people. Truth Loops.
Jermary UK. Hello.
I like this guy's name.
Yeah, we always have trouble with
that. Ryanated.
Yeah, see? You messed it up.
Yeah.
And got a ball. He's shouting or she's shouting. And Perd
CMF with LOL.
Nice. And we have Perd 0042. Good to see you, Paul. And Matrix 1.
Yeah, they're just rolling in there. Here we go. Just woke up from a nap. I feel that.
Was that you talking or was that the chat?
That's the chat.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. Research my research. I like that. But where do we want to start? I was gonna say I made a little short video this morning. I'm not sure how many of you guys caught that, but let me share the screen real quick because it's kind of why I named this show what it is. New Year Full of Old Lies.
Yeah, and you use that creepy picture I've seen you show before. The thing's
it's interesting, so isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Interesting and creepy. They can be both.
It's on your dollar bill. Go look at it.
That makes it creepier, doesn't it?
It does. We were gonna dip into that a little bit too. So if you got notes for that, definitely put those aside for a little bit. But the main thing I wanted to just get off here early is this new, not even new, this narrative here: Russia, China, and it's just absolutely amazing that they're using the same exact narrative year after year. Maybe not even year after year, but definitely every 4 years, every presidency, they have to ramp up the China issue. They got to ramp up the Russia issue. You know, they did that a couple times with Trump. And one time, the best time, I think, is when they reported atrocities coming out of, I don't know if it was the Ukraine border, but it was one of those countries over there. And there's a world war's breaking out. There's atrocities, people dying, bombs going off left and right. They showed us the video. Come to find out, Fox News, ABC News, who released the videos, both on different sides of this, so-called narrative that they try to run, released the same story that happened to be the finale to a Kentucky gun show. I thought that was very interesting. And they doctored the film slightly. They didn't edit anything. They just threw on the not the black and white. I can't remember.
The night vision. Green, right?
The night vision.
Like
they threw the night vision filter on top of it, and that's it. That's it. That's all they did. And they said war is breaking out in the Mideast or in Ukraine. They tried that then, and I feel like they're going to put something on TV that may be not similar to that. It's not going to be the same thing, but there'll be no way for you, me, or anyone here in America or anyone anywhere in the world to prove that that's actually happening there.
And can I, going along with what you're saying,
Yes.
I have this article. I'll hit, let's see, share screen.
Here, let me put you up.
This one, and this one, and that one. And then
Yeah, Matrix.
this-
You remember
this
that
one.
video, right? Crazy. I'm gonna see if I can try to bring that up in a minute. So you share this. I'm listening. I'm talking.
Okay.
Talk.
So I showed this last night that this is the White House press secretary. I won't play the audio. You can just read it.
The
And
robot.
basically what she's saying is they're upset that exactly what you're saying, but they're saying they're going to be preparing for invading Ukraine. And we're saying that they're doing these horrible things and stuff. And then it says, where is it where she says it? They're saying they're fabricating things just like they did in 2014. And then she says, including through sabotage, you say sabotage, and activities, information, operations, by accusing of imminent attack. And then let's see. And they began these activities weeks before, blah, blah, blah. And then she says, we saw this playbook before, including, ready, the widespread efforts to push out misinformation, not just in Eastern Europe, but around the global community. We've, let's see, they've already pre-positioned a group of, are you ready? Operatives to conduct a thing I don't even say out loud. Is she saying it? See, we can't make this up. They do. And then she's saying that they're going to do this stuff and push out a narrative that's false, right? And so what I'm saying to this is, as I proposed to Steve and to my audience the other night, are we mad because there's potentially they're doing something that's going to create a war? Or are we mad because we're the guys that are supposed to do that and they've taken our thunder and it's like this mob boss is upset with that mob boss overstepping his boundaries, right? Because isn't that something? They tell us straight up that this is all fake over there, but it's fine here, even though we're getting a rerun of 1984, right? You've got the, you're going to get most likely the rematch of the century, right? Rocky 2. You're going to have Trump and Hillary. And meanwhile, we're going to be scared of the, right? We're going to be scared of the Russians. Mark it down, January 23rd. Probably everybody's already said anyways. So you get Trump and Hillary, the rematch like Rocky 2. 1984 is repeating itself. And Reagan, he was the big guy that was all America, right? He was the guy that made it proud of there's your Trump guy. And so they duke it out. Meanwhile, everyone's afraid of Russia, right? So, and China, here we are again. So yeah, they just keep rerunning the same script. And some of the movies were good though. The hair sucked and the dress codes were weird, wide lapels and stuff. I did have the Miami Vice thing. Steve has no idea what I'm talking about. Hey, Steve, are we still live?
We are. We are live as could be. Here we go. It was in Turkey. That's where it was, guys. Turkey. You know, in that same general area. But this is what I was talking about a couple of years ago, 2019. ABC forced to apologize for making mistaking. They mistaked it. They just, you know.
Oops, we scared everyone.
Footage, it is not in night vision. It's in regular color. And it's during the day. So I don't know, man. You know?
Oops.
Yeah. They didn't edit it good enough. How is this even like allowed? They should shut down. They should have shut down over this in the real world. You can't report anything that fake. And there it is. That's your Syrian gun footage right there. Absolutely ridiculous. So just something like this is going to happen again.
Look, correction. We had to do a correction.
Yeah.
10 people saw the correction. Everyone in the world saw the other thing and freaked out.
Exactly. And it went on for 2 days. The nightly news into Good Morning America. Then they took it back.
How about that? It was on the news, but they did the apology on Good Morning America, right? Oh, okay.
No, it carried on into, but the next morning they took it back on the Tuesday.
Ridiculous.
That's wonderful.
It's too much.
Wonderful stuff. That's where we are. He did. I couldn't find the video, but he did show it. If anyone's not busy in the chat right now and can drop links, definitely see if you could try to find that. But I surely couldn't. But I wasn't searching at full capacity, to say the least.
I'm still searching the chat to see if anybody else had a members only jacket, right? With little snaps that did nothing.
Let me get this up. But yeah, I just want to rehash real quick that it's, we're going through the same stuff every year. It's the same story. Like you said, it's those FFs and those HO, what X's, you can't, we can't talk about them. They can freely say them. No problem. Yeah. But that was the motivation behind this whole fake news and censorship program. But you got something, go with it.
No. I was listening, but sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Heather Jack had a jacket. No, I didn't mean that. No, you know what? There's this guy, and we've been fascinated to watch him. He actually is near us. He's in Seattle, and he's one of these 1A auditors. And we came across him because he went to a farmer's market. Well, first of all, he was in a park, and he was riding a bicycle. And a dude in an orange vest or yellow vest came up to him on a bicycle and said, "You're not allowed to ride in the park due to, COVID." And he looked at him, and they're on bikes. It's so funny. And he's like, "You're literally on a bike telling me now I can't ride a bike." But because he had an orange vest, they think they have power. It's these costumes, we give to the white coat.
I heard the orange vest repels the virus. That's what I heard.
Yeah. So if you put on an orange vest, or you put on a white coat, or you put on an outfit, a uniform, whatever, that gives you authority. And literally, they're walking around trying to keep people
at 5. So apparently, the sun goes down with the virus. It's great,
right? Oh, it also has an age limit, like the bar.
Yes,
I think it has bar rules because it has a time. Right, it has a time limit, and it has an age limit. Because if you're 5 and under, you're great, and then after that, it's a hit and miss. Yeah. Because even though you're a human, even though you're a human being, just like all the other human beings, you're resilient at a certain age. But who isn't resilient at any age? The monkeys, the hippos, the deer, the dogs, and the hamsters. I did a whole story. They're killing thousands of hamsters in China and small animals. But little children, they're great. They're fine. So that's the newest information. Follow all the guidelines by the government. Back to you, Steve.
Back to me. And Captain Superman here in the chat. Good comment there. And it is true, They did run that just to see how far they could push us. And then the next thing you know, we're in the middle of some sort of pandemic or whatever. And
well, what's the next card in the deck?
No. Do you remember what's it called? In Italy and in New York, they had the same this is like months after this. They had the same exact footage with the same exact audio. You don't remember that? They were showing someone. Yeah, exactly. They did that just months after. And once again, no uproar. But let me get this off the screen real quick, and we'll bring on the awesome Austin himself. What is up, brother?
What's up, fellas?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm great. I'm really good. Thought I was supposed to work today, but they closed down because of the weather, so I lucked out.
I heard it's nippy down there. What's happening?
Yeah, it's pretty damn cold. It's in the 40s right now. It's cold.
32 up here, so you're not too far away, man. That's
we warmed up for a little bit, but what's interesting? I think I even heard you talk, or Christian Knapp maybe talk about it, that we had a day where they sprayed all kinds of craziness in the sky, and then it was the next day, crazy rain and hail and stuff. And then we had some clear skies, and they sprayed it all up again. And then we had really cold, freezing weather. And it's like, I seem to notice that it does affect it immediately after they do a lot. What do you think?
Absolutely. I noticed that too. The last, I talked about this already once, but it was like maybe a week and a half ago. I mean, I notice it all the time. It's a couple times a week, almost daily sometimes. But
Yeah.
there was recently one of the most insane ones I seen going on in the sky was I was walking into work through the parking lot, and just above the building where the office was, I could see these lines. There was like 5 of them, and then I could see one plane coming by, and it was just overwhelming. It took over the whole sky. I was taking pictures of it, and coworkers are walking by, and they're like, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "Y'all don't see this shit? You don't see this?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, okay." And they keep going. I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" And then for the next 2 days, it was complete cloud cover, rain, wind. The temperature drops. It. Yeah, there's stuff like
And,
that all the time.
and I've done that exact thing too. Stood next to someone and saw I have it on video. There's already like streaks in the sky, and then I think 4 more planes going at once. And I was like, "Are you seeing this?" And you can hear the person go, "What, the planes?" Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the planes. That's what it was. Like that too. Yeah, the plane. Yeah.
I just think it's interesting how you'll see like 2 different planes spraying 2 different things out of the exhaust, and you'll nudge someone like what's happening? They're like, oh, one's higher. It's like, no, look at it. They're literally like right next to each other. Like they're not higher. Like they're not. It's not because like they're at a higher level. It's coming out thinner or thicker or whatever. It's
I
they're
got
all
video from in a
up.
plane of one of those spraying black stuff out of the back of it.
Jesus. I've seen that too, man. I haven't like caught it on video like that.
I'll
but-
look for it. I'll send it to you if I think how to do
Hey,
that.
I'll be right back. I got daddy duty. I'll be right back.
That's okay.
Hey, Steve, you were saying about the how things are changing and they don't notice it. I brought this up to someone because I talked about, the European Trump. He just stopped all the masks and stuff there. And so the first comment was from that person was, well, we'll see how that goes. So I said, okay, let's say you even buy into this still that what they're saying is true. Why are we picking a date? Like, why doesn't he just say, okay, we're stopped? Why do you have to wait a week and then you take these off? And then in 2 weeks, then you stop doing this thing and that thing, right? It's like, are they doing a countdown timer? Like, ready, everyone, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now, like it doesn't make sense. And this person even said you're right. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's
So
just
maybe that's why they're doing
how long you can hold your breath for is pretty much what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now they're doing the whole war thing or something because we're starting to like get not even wake up. People get bored with the current psyop. They want a new one, right?
Well, yeah, and plus the more time that goes by, I mean, the more susceptible they are to their plan being unfolded. So they got to throw in a joker, a wild card every now and again to have us, like you say, we look over here and then they carry on with their plan, and then we wake up in 2 weeks with new restrictions somehow. They have nothing to do with a virus, That's how they do it. It's just a little compilation of just, you're talking about X'd out skies and as far as you could see.
It's just a soup.
It's just a soup, man. And that sun is so close, it reflects on the sky or on the clouds in the sky, but they'll tell you it's 93 million miles away. And I'll say, if you could see anything more than, I don't know, like 30 miles away, give me a call. Give me a call. Like a single light in the sky. You won't. It's not how it works.
And yes, chat, I call him the European Trump. And when you think about it, it's really funny. Come on. Like we had our guy in there and he had orange makeup on and everyone just said, I'm not noticing that. They literally were like clowning on us, right? And now you got the other guy, never seen a comb in his life. I think I saw a bird fly out of it last week.
You gotta put all your hair down this way.
Yeah, it's all crazy, and not even his mom goes, can I just lick my hand and just do no, nothing. Everyone's like, and he goes in the mirror and he goes, yep, looks good to me. No, they're clowning on us. They're just clowning on it. Oh God, John Wayne, nice to see you there, sir. Again. Did you hear now? Louis Anderson now has died again, and so has Meatloaf with one name. So yeah.
I'm more of a livers and onion kind of guy, but yeah, too early for that.
No, I wasn't ready for it. It's not my stream, and there's no rim shot on this side.
Oh, that's right. You don't have access to.
That's right. I have no access.
No access, but Something I don't know if you saw this, Austin. Did you see the new StreamYard little perks they gave us? Check this out. Introducing Awesome Austin.
What? That is cool as fuck.
It was like little like intro music. Yeah, I thought it was pretty
I should
sweet.
probably switch back. I've been using Restream, but
Yeah.
I started at StreamYard. I should probably go back because I was looking at all the other shit they have on Restream. There's not much you can do over there.
Yeah.
Zulu, I could make you chop liver you would like. I've converted people that never liked liver before. So
good stuff. But here we were just talking about stuff in the sky. Check this out. This is oh come on. Here we go.
Oh my God, what am I seeing?
Yeah, we're not going to play the audio to this, but it's like a compilation of a bunch of different stuff that's been seen in the skies, and what they claim it is, guys, is definitely not what it is. So, I mean, I think they claim this one here is rockets or part of a
It's like a
space
satellite coming down or something.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's something just.
What do you think?
I don't know, man. Coming back. You've seen. You've seen Transformers, bro.
Yeah,
you know
it did. That does look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man.
It does look like that scene, man.
Like it's just crazy. And there's some crazy clouds over a big city in China, but I mean,
we saw a city like in our clouds,
man. You saw what?
That's
the city
cool.
in the clouds?
We saw a city like mountain ranges and stuff in our clouds.
I've seen
That's
that
cool,
too.
that one.
Look at this. Kind of looks like the Ouroboros or whatever it is.
Wait, that's in the sky?
Yes. Like a literal, you get like at the end there, you can kind of see it's like eating its own self there. Look at that. Right there. You know, it's interesting. It's an oil.
So that's literally above his house.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, man. I'd be like, I'm getting out of here.
That we've seen. I have that on recording.
I haven't seen this.
That reminds me of.
Okay, that's freaky.
Have you heard of leaping sundogs? Or
those are weird.
Yeah, is that what that's called? Leaping.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like someone's fighting swords like lightsabers in the sky.
Yeah. Like they got flashlights up there.
Dude, we got to look at that one too. Isn't that supposed to be like Starlink or something? That one they take credit for.
That is, yeah.
Oh wow, what is that shit?
What is that?
The triage of alleged meteors coming in, but I don't know, man. I mean, we all know those craters that look like crater impacts aren't from craters. I think that those came from up inside.
Could be geysers.
Blew out. Yeah, man. I think that's what flooded the earth. A bunch of those just opened up.
Yeah, I've seen this. I've covered this. This is wild.
That's creepy.
I'm telling you guys, no matter who you're watching, there's crows on every video now. Everybody I watch, if they're outside, you'll hear them. It's pretty wild.
Man, I see crows everywhere. Every day before work, they're in the tree across the street.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
I don't have a negative feeling towards them. I think the crows and ravens are a friend somehow.
I thought this was strange. This is like a bunch of insects that form, like, I don't know, like
little twisters.
Yeah.
Isn't that like that stuff that went at that pyramid in Vegas? Remember all that stuff
that was interesting. Around? Yeah, that's actually good. We got to get that up, I think. But we got to look at whatever videos you guys were just talking about. Star Wars in the skies. That sounds nuts.
It's let me look it up.
Yeah, this is what the SpaceX thing again, but I don't think so.
Yeah,
man.
We had to discuss.
This is in Daytona. This is on the other side of America. But whatever that is, I don't know, man.
Hey, but that right there you seen, there's like old like paintings and stuff of that same exact like looking little object.
Right.
But they have like people painted inside them.
Yeah. In one of them, you can literally see a light being get like ejected, like they just hit like you're in the fighter jet and you hit the eject. You know, you put on your parachute and come down.
I think
that's
it's
what
in
this
book that I remember that book, Stephen, that my grandfather that we talked about with the Africa picture.
Oh yeah,
I think it's in here. Oh look.
Oh, this was kind of interesting. Going through a grasshopper storm. That's kind of strange.
My parents went to a locust storm like that in a place called Blythe, and perfect name for it. And they went to get gas, and this was back in the day where you didn't get out. The gas station attendant, they had to put netting over the gas tanks and stuff. So because there were so many, they were getting into the gas tanks when you'd open it to put gas in.
Huh?
It was so gross. He said,
That's crazy.
like, why would you go to Blythe?
Yeah, right. Yeah, these I wasn't too really sold on. 3 little dots that I could kind of make appear. Not too sure.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Russia, you gotta, Russia stuff.
Bro, I caught some
And
planes going across
I was
the
just
moon
gonna
the other
say,
night.
yeah. How come your moon
Oh
was
wow,
purple?
look at that shit.
Whoa, what was it? Sorry,
See that?
back that up.
It was
No.
purple because the camera is infrared, and I can change. There's like little color settings. You can make it purple or some other color. When it's pink, that's just the normal regular setting. It's just like that because of the infrared.
Okay, I was just curious if you did it for like to see something better.
I didn't mean to. No, I liked the color, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I know it's right. It fits in with the show. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's why I did that. I was like, I'm gonna do this and put this instrumental to it, and it came out like that. But I put the link to that crown flashes in the private chat. And then I don't know if you caught, Steve, I sent you a video earlier and I gave you a timestamp.
I just saw that. I didn't get it up, but I can bring that up after this.
Yeah, if you want to. It like where that timestamp starts, there's like 10 minutes of that. That's pretty good gravy.
I don't know if that's close to it, but look. You see that?
Let me make you big. Hold on, buddy. Solo.
Okay.
Could be.
There's ancient drawings from the Navoy. I don't know. Just kind of was cool. They got a lot of interesting cave paintings and drawings in this book. So, and that's where we got that African one. So that was it. I just thought it kind of was similar.
Oh yeah, that's the Chariot of the Gods book, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So Austin, where should I be starting on this video? Because it's
a compilation. You can just start right at the beginning. It's all of it's pretty good gravy. There's all kinds of stuff. Oh wait, which video? The one in the private chat, or the one I
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah, you can start right there, right when that text goes away.
All right, let me bring it back. All right. Crown flashes. I actually never heard of these.
Yeah, me neither.
Leaping sun dogs. That's
I
what
heard
I've
of sun dogs, but not leaping sun dogs.
Right. But that's when they were described as.
Yeah, right. You seen that?
To me, it's like, in Star Wars, I think those things are real now. That you can like use a light beam and make these think about it, like they're fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, they look like swords.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, there's some crazier ones. It gets crazy, like huge.
Oh yeah,
like
it kicks in. It kicks in some of these.
Kicks into high gear.
Yeah, right.
It's like they turn. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Then it's just gone.
Yeah.
Then it's
nothing
back.
to see here. Yeah.
Wow, I couldn't even imagine just watching that.
Right? I've never seen that in the sky. If I seen that in the sky, I'd be tripping. I'm like, do y'all see that shit?
I know, right?
What is that?
No, I saw some crazy stuff in the night sky the other day, but I couldn't. It just happened so quick. Like it was it was the morning. It was early in the morning before work, and I'm driving to work, and there's just one star in the eastern sky, and it was the brightest freaking thing I've seen, and it looked like it just went like parallel for a second, like something shot out, like arms, wings, and it just shot back in. Like it was intense. And I'm like, did anyone else see that? And there's no one on the road. I'm like, of course no one saw that. I'm like, that's crazy.
Here comes back, whatever.
That's nuts.
I don't think I've seen.
Oh yeah, this one moves a lot. The whole thing moves.
Oh, geez. No, I
Oh,
haven't seen
yeah.
this one. That's nuts.
Look at that. See?
I thought that was part of a rainbow or something.
Is this in the? Do you have the link? Throw it in the chat. Shoot, I'd love to see this.
I'll throw it in. Yeah, it's in our private chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, screw you guys. We're keeping it.
Hey.
Nice.
Wow.
Thanks
it's
for
like it's-
sharing this. I didn't even realize this one was existing.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
What? It's like an organism.
Yeah, a
Like
heartbeat almost.
reacting. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like he just like minimized himself and now he's 10 times brighter.
Dude.
Imagine being in a plane. I'd
Well, then you're like William Shatner. There's something in the wing.
Yeah, right. And they're gonna fly me into space after. That's gnarly. You gotta get like lucky to catch these, man. That's crazy.
Right?
It looks like a
I
giant.
do.
Like, feather.
Whoa, what the heck?
It's like a spotlight. Wow.
I've never seen anything this crazy. I mean, we've seen some crazy things out here. This is wild.
Oh, this just looks like it's gonna be ridiculous.
Well, it had the birds, so it's an approved video, right? Don't
The
they say
mainstream explanation for this is ice crystals.
Oh
that?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that makes sense.
You put music to this.
Someone said that it could be the gases burning off, and that's what you're seeing as the
Yeah,
sun's
but it would
coming
be
by.
a fluent thing. It wouldn't be like erratic and then stiff and then
Right,
Correct.
it's like going back and forth.
Right.
know?
And then shrinking in size and then expanding. I don't know.
Right.
You could explain everything away with science and math and shut up, but I don't think so. This one's wild.
Science. The guy with the hair.
Yeah, right.
Those were
One of these videos, the guy is like, "Do you fucking see this, honey? Holy shit!" He's like tripping. Dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, ice crystals are creating this. This is wild. Don't they have this at the Bellagio? On the fountain?
Looks like he's like ducking his head up and over. Like peeping in, perhaps. What do you think they are?
Well, I think you're seeing entities fighting up there or something.
I mean, they could just be made with rays of light, so like it kind of looks like they're fighting, but they could just be walking around.
Bird by the lens, perfectly.
Remember, God tells us not to fear because what we may think is scary might just be like a regular Tuesday to him.
Right.
I wanted to actually bring something up in a minute that'll kind of define what I'm saying here. I mean, we've covered this before.
You keep trying to move that arrow, but it's your arrow.
My arrow.
There. Okay. Sorry.
What's wrong with my arrow?
Nothing. It was right in the middle there. I was moving it, and it was only. Never mind.
All right. Screw your arrow. That's crazy. It just looks like a steaming head of fire. Oh,
Whoa. That's neat.
Look at that shit.
you got to focus. There you go. Oh, mo. It's like moving with the cloud, too.
See, this already looks crazy. If I saw that, looks like an explosion.
I'd already start running, right?
Yeah. Hey, let's go look at this. No bueno. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh my God, come on.
Right
Ice
out of
crystals, right? Ice crystals coming down in this.
the top. Wow. That's insane.
Now, how come you see it nowhere else except this one specific spot?
Right. Wouldn't it be like every single sunny day you'd see that. Not just on a compilation of lucky YouTube videos.
Well, also wouldn't there be like multiple like funnels right now? You'd see pieces or something, but no, it's only one.
Wow. Yeah, right. Now I see what you're saying. Yeah, there should be more of these than just the one.
Vesa thinks the cloud is leaking. That could be the answer. See, our chat is smart.
Clouds are leaking. They could be, but why would they be leaking upwards? That's
Yeah,
weird.
they'd be leaking up.
I think it was more just a
Oh.
I'm here for the humor. You guys are the smart ones.
I don't think I'm that smart.
No, me neither. I'm talking about myself, not you.
But you know what? See, that's the beautiful thing. That's why I like listening to you guys and stuff, because none of us, the first thing we say is we don't know shit. And the next thing we say is this is what we've been looking into and we think this. What do you guys think? And that's how
Yeah.
you do learn stuff, right? That's how you
true.
learn. It's very true.
It's all about the.
That's very true.
It's all about other people's perspective too. You know, you can't figure everything out on your own. You can give it a shot. You might go mad though.
Yeah. And then read the book of Job and laugh about how they thought they had it all figured out and God told them off too. So
Hey.
these are wild.
Crazy how it lasts for like minutes at a time.
Yeah. That'd be cool if we all start seeing these, because a lot of times that happens. I'll see stuff here and then
Yeah, it does.
capture it. So
That's what I'm hoping, because after I've been looking ever since I seen this video. I definitely want to catch it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start doing that. You see how the beginning of this video, that guy had the sunglasses he was using,
Yeah.
that had the Polaris. I think I'm gonna like maybe pop some lens off of those and take two of those lenses and kind of like rotate them around in front of each other in front of the lens and see if I can pick things up maybe.
Yeah.
Or do something. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can see something that we can't see with the naked eye.
Yeah, that was the thing Cammy was showing me, but also at those events, I guess. By turning the filters, things appear and reappear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Pretty wild.
Pretty crazy stuff
Gnarly
for
stuff,
sure.
man.
All right, we're back.
I just can't believe how that lasts for like minutes at a time.
Yeah, that was wild. Thanks for sharing. I had no idea all those existed.
We were gone for 10 minutes and we have 108 new comments. What's up, guys?
Wow.
Good Lord.
We have 108 people watching. Everybody said something. Yay. No, okay.
They could have, man. Who knows?
They could have. Yeah.
That's some crazy stuff. That's some crazy stuff, man.
Kelly Jelly. Yes, I know nothing. I'm with you. I know nothing.
That's the way to go into it, man.
Yeah, so all right. Yeah, so that last video, give me 1 second. My wife's stepping out. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good.
And that's Joe Jackson Stepping Out by no, what?
Puts on a slow tune.
So where are we? What are we up to?
I was gonna bring up something. I'm gonna wait for him to come back because I feel like
I'll say hi to a few people. How's that?
You say hi.
All right. Hi, Willis, Leroy, Natalie, Rinkla, Three Fingers. Okay, it's rolling on me here. Quokey, 1955. Good to see you. Annette, Fructus. Yes, it's hard for me to say both of your names, but good to see you. And Rico, of course, and K Ultra. And who else is here? Kelly, we said hi. Joe Dirt in London, Leela 67. And another Joe, Detremont. And then we have Sherry Lives. No. Yeah, well, she does. She's here. No, Sherry Ives. I think sorry, it's a small screen. Jason Starr. Good to see you. Vesa in Lapland and RT and DJ. Well, those are easy to say. Those are fast. Mark Wood, my nephew. And let's see who else. Faye is here. and Captain Rankin and Larryology Zulululu 1. And let's see, I'll go to the
Rasta
bottom.
Bear's in the house.
He is Rasta Bear. There we are. We're back down to the bottom here. And Ganaball screaming at me. And let's see, Yash Child is here. And let's see, and Rasta. Kim Ray, I see Kim Ray. And Piet Snot. I hope I said that right. I hope I didn't mess that up. That's what it looks like to me, Steve. There we go. And then Guy is here. Good to see you. And Meow. I think sometimes they just name themselves funny things, so we say funny things out loud. You get that? Now I'm sounding like a cat.
I think you're right.
Christy.
Yeah, so sorry, I'm back.
You're good, man. You're
So
good.
that video I sent you, I don't know if you want to play it during the show or not, but that timestamp, well, from that timestamp to like maybe 10, I think it was 10, maybe 15 minutes at the most. But all that stuff right there is pretty good gravy, and you guys, I think, will really enjoy it because it correlates a lot of different things that you guys. We are sorry. I'm really sorry. He's in my lap.
No worries.
I'm really sorry. That hurt my.
I'm just gonna lower the volume.
But yeah, it's great. It's a great video. I'll just be quiet.
I got you right here. Oh wow, that's interesting. What you're showing me is literally what I was about to show, just on a different way. That's funny.
That's awesome.
I'll let this ad play out. You got the old Google.
Okay, awesome.
Google
I had
ad.
to turn down my headphones. We're all good. Don't worry.
Oh, we're beyond good. So 5 stamp. So you said timestamp 15:12, and you said it rolls about 10 minutes from there.
Yeah, 15:12, and then for about 10 minutes, it's pretty good gravy.
All right, let's hit that up.
I mean, the whole video is great, honestly, but just for time purposes, that's the good stuff.
Twinkle little star.
He's like getting his information in short little clips. About 10 minutes ago.
He's watching you guys. He's actually talking. He thinks he's talking to you guys because he sees you.
What's up, little man? Where'd you go?
Good to see you.
Thumbs up for the little man.
What's his name? Can we say his name? Oh, hey, there you are. Hey, buddy.
That's the kid you thought was a girl. That's not cool.
Why you gotta do that to him every time? No, hey man.
No, that was the middle child. Now his hair is growing out.
Yeah. See, everyone gives me this reputation. Sorry, it was Jack's kid.
It was my other child. You called her girl. A little.
Yeah. Okay. Why are we going here, Steve? What? Anyways, I have no issue with
most people I've had here in 2 weeks. I gotta give them some.
Dude, that shit was hilarious though. It was so classic. It was so.
I just
funny,
spent hours discussing. Let's move on.
Anyways, fell over.
Good.
Let me get some
Old
audio.
News.
Oh man, for who though? Look at this. U.S. putting together global strategy to increase gas production if Russia invades Ukraine. Breaking news from the Google News machine.
Didn't you just make a video talking about Russia?
I did, I did. That's how they roll. That's how they roll. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. All right. It's just very funny because this is literally what I was about to get into. A website that you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is gonna compliment.
You and I have talked about that Ezekiel wheel thing so much.
I think we're gonna talk about it some more here.
Yeah.
This little video is called Ezekiel's Wheel.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. That's the best too. When we were out down in Spartanburg or where were we? Spartanburg. Yeah. Yes, we were down there, and one of the guys you were talking to, his kids kept coming up to you, and they all had biblical names, and you're like, he's like, what's your name? You're like, he's like Jacob. And you're like, you. He's like Ezekiel. You're like, of course it is. Of course.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah,
that was beautiful.
Everybody had a biblical name. Yeah, when we met Ezekiel, he was such a nice young man. That was good stuff. I said that right to his face. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
Yeah, the kid's like, huh? Oh dear. But all right, let's play this. I feel like this is gonna be some like you said, some of that light brown gravy you put on those mashed potatoes and chicken. It's gonna be good stuff.
Now I'm getting hungry.
I love that gravy.
The mathematical equations, golden mean, we can now see the perfect patterns that God created, that our world that we live in is a perfect clock. Everything runs like clockwork, just as God designed it. This is the most amazing part about our Earth. The ancients all knew this. Now, if we take a look at Stonehenge, we will see that this is essentially a flattened armillary sphere. If we take a look at the armillary sphere, we understand the rings. It's just interesting that it's been changed to make it look like the outside's a globe, when the truth is it's actually inverted. Upon further study of Stonehenge, that is what we are seeing. And not only is it just Stonehenge, it is other burial mounds, other sites, that is the flattened armillary sphere. We also have seen this shown in the movie Wrath of the Titans, when they are showing the underworld. And what do we see in the middle? You guessed it, the pyramid. That is the depiction of Mount Meru. Look on the underneath of it. We see a pyramid underneath too that descends into the underworld. So there you have your as above, so below. As we've seen from the photograph of the center of the Earth showing the open hole, the vortex.
Now, real quick, I know they've given us some fake photos throughout the years, but what do you guys personally think of that photo here? Where is it? Right there. The 1968 photo of the North Pole. Yeah.
What are they trying to say that is? I'm trying to understand it. What is that?
That's like
a satellite photo over the North Pole. And it looks.
What's the big
like
hole
that.
In the center?
Exactly, Rich. That's what I'm fucking trying to figure out. Looks like those maps I was showing last week with the eyeball.
Oh man, dude, this video even mentions the eyeball stuff, bro. This is such good gravy we're about to get into.
Well, I mean,
but how does mainstream explain that photo in the middle?
Okay, so mainstream explains it that this is now. I'm assuming this is the same way because more current photos, they're kind of set up the same way. They explain it this way. They say that the composites are all from these satellites, and that's where it stops. And then when they put it all
like
together,
Google Maps explains it. I get it.
But in reality, this could just be it.
Right.
Interesting.
And that's how they explain when they put a globe in the classroom, they run a thing right through here. Like, don't worry about what's in the top and the bottom. We'll focus on the sides.
Right. Interesting.
Bro, very well could be. Like you make a joke about, but it could fucking be that. It could be that simple, you know? Like, let's put ice up there. Let's get rid of these 4 islands. Let's get rid of this mountain. You know, we'll put it on a ball and then we'll stick the pole through the middle and, you know.
Literally. Then we'll give them
I'm being
composite.
I say it as a joke, but that's what they basically is what Steve and I have talked about. You know, we've heard with maybe the center would be Africa and you've got a pole on either end and where's north? Yeah, the whole thing.
God's with that one map, the African map. Yeah. Can you stop it, little boy? Sorry.
Yeah.
That's all good.
As long as you mean me.
But yeah, shut up, Rich. No, I'm kidding. Back in your hole. It's right here, all right, right there. No, like Austin said, they claim this was composites, and they just stopped at this rim here because they probably couldn't go any more further north. They're saying, but in reality, they could have just gave us a real high photograph overview of the North Pole and just say, hey, it's a bunch of composites. We couldn't get you the center here. But in reality, this could just be the North fucking Pole, you know?
Maybe they couldn't physically get there because there's some barrier right there, like
that could be
from the field. Like
we're not allowed to enter the garden as human beings. So, I mean, I feel like a drone made from a human being is not going to get too far either.
Yeah.
But this is 68. But then again, they don't really release technology until they're then used it, you know?
And just if you watch the truth in movies and TV. So what is that? Wakanda people and in Star Wars, and they show you they have these little electronic firmaments, shall we call them, force fields that always hide everything. And so technically, yeah, we could have a firmament force field around the whole shebang. And then
They got clothes as
ones,
armor.
It,
They got
what's that?
sorry.
And then
They
like
got
little
clothes as
mini ones,
armor
like
and
in.
stuff.
So you got like a smaller one right in the center, and you can't see it. Not only go there, you can't even see it in a photo or whatever you want to call these things. I mean, there's a lot of ways you could explain it, but we're not allowed in there right now, potentially, if that's where we're supposed to go, back to Africa.
Right.
Or wherever, north. I don't know where it is. Who knows?
Okay.
I'm starting to wonder, you guys, how come the people in Australia sound very close to Boston accents? What's up with that?
What?
Oh, maybe another show.
You gotta show me videos of this. They sound like they're
Well,
from
think
England.
about it. Really long A's, just like the Boston accent. I don't know. Maybe Australia is closer to Boston. Ask Ray Mudfloods. He'll know.
I don't know, man. All right.
Graph the center of the Earth showing the open hole where the vortex is. That was done in 1968. The following image is a picture I found long ago. I don't remember.
Star Rem fam.
But it just popped into my mind when I was going through my folder. You know, here we see the star inside, and we see the four heads of the cherubim. We can now understand exactly what was being talked about in the Lord of the Rings concerning the Ring of Power. This ring is the center magnetic ring in the center of the Earth, as this guy showed in the Taurus fields. And in the following clip, I'm going to show you what else this ring is and what it does, and how science and the occult are remodeling and messing with powers that they shouldn't be messing with. And this is why Revelations is worded the way it is, and this is why when the pit is opened, it is going to be very bad. As essentially, this is what is going to meld the spiritual realm with our physical realm. It will be a blending of the two. And we can see the layers of the symbolism with everything, with the pineal gland to our earth, to the different realms, our realm and the unseen realm, and how Satan wants to blend these together. Because Satan, as the Antichrist, wants to rule in physical form. Whereas right now, the only way he rules is through people, like the Illuminati or the presidents and the world leaders. You know, it's only through influence. He wants to be able to be here himself in a physical type of form in order to rule himself, as do the fallen angels. All they're waiting for is for man to finish completion of the machine that's needed to open the portal into this other dimension. The gateway needs to be opened for their reality to blend in with ours. And thanks to a friend.
Sound like Geordie Rose type shit.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, this sounds very, very, very interesting. And something that's kind of strange too is how he's saying they're trying to like mesh it all together, bring the spiritual and the physical together. And the way that they're doing it right now is via the unstoppable machine that we call technology and science. And for me, at least, that makes me personally believe that maybe, just maybe, all of that has already happened, and he's trying to figure out a backdoor into this program, talking about Lucifer, Satan, and that'd be on a digital realm where he can rule and be straight up like that. Because I don't know, it just shouts Little Caesar to me, pizza, you know.
Yo, as much as I don't want that to be, all that stuff, this Little Caesar does line up.
It lines
as well.
I mean, just look around everywhere from where you are now to my house, all the way to Rome, to Greece, to Asia, to, I mean, Australia is devastated, but I mean, it's the same exact architecture everywhere, and it's all shut down, broken, looks like bombs went off everywhere, you know? So kind of makes me think there has been some sort of cosmic battle, and those are the stars that were left, you know, on the face.
I look at all sides of the discussion, and there are some people that are saying, well, there was only one reset possibly, and intense pressure of water can also create the look of melted buildings potentially. So there's still, that possibility, and that would put us at the first one. But either way, we're still waiting for the same thing for
Yes.
for a savior. So it doesn't really matter, and we both have to be prepared whichever side of the book we're on. But yeah, I'm really still leaning towards it. Sure looks like we could be in the Little Caesar pizza. It really does.
Little season pizza for sure, man. Absolutely.
And a lot of people are saying they're noticing accents in other countries matching up with this country. I just find that interesting. I don't know how this all works, but if the puzzle pieces are in different areas than we think they are, who knows why an Australian person can sound like in Boston, or what were they saying in here? A bunch of different ones were very similar. So I don't know. Just interesting. Part of our research stored on the back page. Look at it later.
Absolutely. And real quick, just because this is on my mind right now, have any of you guys seen Gods of Egypt, the film? Came out like, I don't know, 5 years
Yes, I have.
Bro, I just saw that the other day, and that's
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Like, bad people have been telling me to check that out in our community, and I finally did, and that shit is like a whole
Dope, right?
I didn't know there was research. Sorry, I missed it. I didn't watch it.
No, it's okay.
It's a flat Earth movie, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it just
I'll check it out. What's it called?
Gods of Egypt.
It's yeah, there's a lot of symbology in that, a lot of symbolism in that movie.
And I was just going through my watch later page here on YouTube, so I had a couple of things on here I wanted to check out after. But you guys know who?
Grab some water. I'll be right back.
You're okay. Have you ever heard of Now You See TV, Austin?
No.
Maybe they're a YouTube Christian conspiracy researching group, pretty much. I think they're in Pennsylvania or Ohio somewhere. They have their own little like headquarters essentially. They two old guy and a decently young guy. I forget their names right now, but I'm gonna send you this link here. So remember in that movie how the sun god there was like fighting off that like darkness, the demons in the like the deeper darkness that was coming in, like the dark part of space, I guess you can call it, above the plane.
Yeah, up there like on that plateau.
Yeah. So like,
well, not plateau, but that. I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah. So the video that I just sent you, it's a live stream where they go over it, but definitely check it out.
Yeah.
It's called Ancient Monsters and Outer Darkness. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Ancient Monsters and Outer Darkness, and it literally goes over like a biblical narrative for that entire story and how that's probably happening. Because I mean, in Genesis, it talks about like in the first fucking line of Genesis, God created the heavens of the earth. And then he goes over the face of the deep. They're saying that the face of the deep is literally the face of some entity called the deep. And it's just, dude, it's mind blowing.
Really, dude? Yeah, I'm checking that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna download it and upload it here for maybe when I go to work one of these days, so the guys got something to watch. But very, very, very telling and interesting for sure. Definitely.
Thank you for that. I'm definitely. I just shared it in my Telegram group.
Oh,
so
dude,
if anybody in the
nuts.
chat's in there, they can grab it too.
Yeah,
I'm definitely checking that out tonight.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me throw it in the chat here right now too, so they can get it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
But I may have sent this to your wife, Ceiling Fan, so you may have seen it before. But
okay.
But if not, I'll it's in the chat right now if you want to just grab it.
Yeah, but check that movie out. CFM. That's a pretty good movie. I mean, there's a lot of you'll see it.
Yeah,
good stuff.
It's deep, man. It's deep, with the building of these obelisks and what the dude, it was shooting out light and they were it was crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But
a beam of light down, boom.
Right, dude. That's probably how all this shit got melted.
And then that leads you back to those what are those things called? Like that video you shared of that electricity that would go through that brick really quick.
Pictures in that forum the other day. Yeah, dude, the electrical scarring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just imagine that guy's on like a continent size level, not just on a piece of paper. You know, that shit's crazy.
Hey, Steve. And
Hey,
then
man.
I have these pictures from this really ancient Bible that I have. And they have these. At first, it looked like there was something wrong with the page.
Real
Like it
quick, I
was,
just love how like this whole show wasn't even planned, and we're just throwing out like top shelf gravy. But yeah, keep going.
and
You're
it
great.
has these like lightning bolt things coming down
That's what I'm
around
saying.
the two tower kind of thing.
Well,
so when
we were
you're
looking
done
at
with
that
this, I
stuff
can
last
show
week.
you that.
Yeah.
I have some of those on here.
Yeah, we were looking at the Tower of Babel getting struck with lightning last week or whatever.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit was
It was one of those. Okay. So yeah, it was one of those pictures.
okay. I
But
think I
yeah.
have those somewhere, but if not, send them anyways.
Okay. All right.
But I'm gonna hit play here and we can dip more into this before the train gets too far off track.
Has been doing research and is releasing a video shortly. He pointed out what is found on the 25,000 mark, known as the dinar. In the dinar, we see the gateway where he is sitting, where the deity is sitting. Through that, we find the perfect Fibonacci spiral pattern, the entrance to the gateway. We see.
And real quick, as the dollar drops, keep your eye on Iraqi currency. Just because, not because of this video. This will just further instate my theory, but just because, man, just because.
Marduk on the left side of the note, inside of the egg. These notes are just packed full of symbolism. You know, we see the gate arch above. My friend Timmy's going to be making a very excellent deep study video going into all this, so I'm not going to go into it all. I'll post a link later for when he gets his video up and out on his findings. The guy that made the primer fields has no idea what he was actually uncovering, what he's actually showing. What he stumbled upon in his research is the gateway, the opening of the pit, the ability to meld dimensions together. His information has unlocked all the keys of understanding prophecy and the end times. And now I'll show you exactly what they plan to do and what this gateway is, where it is, and how it works, and what it has to do with the magnetic rings. I'll show you everything that they've been doing.
Wow.
From the structures in space to the structures of matter revealed in the collisions at the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, all sources of data were considered. I carefully studied the amazing research underway at the Large Hadron Collider, and I found a wealth of evidence for this new theory in the collisions there. This evidence will be discussed at length in Primer Fields Part 4. In reviewing a video from CERN, I noticed something quite bizarre, and it wasn't in the data from the collisions. It was in the shape of CERN's most well-recognized building.
All right, pay attention to this stuff. Yeah.
Science and Innovation in Geneva, Switzerland. Not only was it a bowl shape, but the design of the building also had a hole in the top of the dome.
Look at this building, and then think of all the domes that we see in all these cathedrals and even the White House and all these other places like that. And then just listen to what these guys or what this guy's gonna say.
I'm just like picturing the Pantheon in Rome right now with the hole in the dome for sure.
Boom, dude! Oh my God, bro! He's literally about to bring that up after this, dude.
Shit.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Check it out.
I've been doing that twice. I'm just gonna watch and not talk then, damn it. Damn.
So I made a magnetic scale model of the CERN dome, placed a set of them in my vacuum chamber, and fired it up.
Just like that.
Not only did these CERN bowls form a spherical shape at the center of the reaction, but they also formed a disk of plasma around the nucleus, as well as ejection jets along the axis. After running the experiments for a few days with the CERN bowls, they were removed from the vacuum chamber and photographed, revealing the patterns you see here. These amazing patterns will also be discussed further in part 4 of this series of videos.
He's about to compare that right there to something. Just watch. Real good.
Then once it was realized that the key pattern required for this theory was found in the dome at CERN, it was also discovered that CERN was not the only place with the required pattern. The pattern has been there for centuries at the Pantheon in Rome, which has been referred to as the Vault of the Heavens.
Wow. I didn't know it was called that.
And there's those little squares we see all the time again.
Wow.
Then the required shape was also found at St. Peter's Basilica.
Why wouldn't it?
Then one of my favorites was found at St. Paul's Cathedral in Medina, Malta. Notice the angels circling the whole top of the dome. And compare that to the glowing ring that is found inside the bowl-shaped magnetic field emitters in the vacuum chamber.
And it looked just like, and if you go back to that, it looked just like the color of that bowl too. Like when you go back to that painting a little bit, that it looks exactly like that bowl that they were using. You know what I mean?
The way it was on top afterwards. Yeah. That's crazy.
Cathedral in Medina, Malta. Ring that is found inside the bowl-shaped magnetic field emitters in the vacuum chamber. Why are these angels on fire exactly where they should be? Much more on this dome and the others later in this series of videos. So it seems that people often want a sign from God that we are not alone. Sometimes God does give us a sign if we just pay attention. Sometimes he even puts that sign up over the Capitol of the United States of America. Then we will take a look at Newgrange in Ireland. This structure predates Stonehenge by over 200 years, and yet it too contains unbelievable details related to this new theory of the structure of all matter.
What the world?
More on Newgrange later in this video series.
Sick. I feel like I'm about to watch a murder.
Children
about to hear some Mandela effect stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you want to stop it here. That's good. That's there's a lot more gravy in this video though. It's a great video. I haven't even finished it yet.
Damn. Yeah, I was gonna say an hour and a couple minutes long. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out for sure. Because that's like a whole nother level. That's crazy. Oh, we still have all these great people in the chat. What is going on, guys?
The future's in the past.
Right? And the past is, well, coming to the future, it seems, man. It's kind of what I think. But I mean, that video kind of just segues into this little website article thing. I just looked up what, you know, the real depictions of angels, and I think me and Ceiling Fan Man may have covered this before, but I mean, just very interesting depictions, because like I was saying before, just because it seems scary to us doesn't mean it's scary at all. You know, it's why God tells us to have no fear. And here's a little depiction of what a cherubim angel might look like. One of these feathers here on the left or the right. Many faces, wings, different types of faces. And it was very interesting how in that video you just showed, he was depicting one of the cherubims actually having a sphinx head. And that's something that we find quite everywhere in this in the mud flood community for sure, in the old world depictions, and just in your backyard, essentially. You know, very interesting. Seems to be some sort of demon slayer. But yeah, this is the seraphim. These are, I don't know, these ones are very interesting. But according to the prophet Isaiah, the seraphim is an angelic being that surrounds the throne room of God, singing holy, 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 in unison to God's approach. Very interesting. But we also, you know, a third of the angels did fall. I didn't say what kind of angels fell, but I could see a couple of those falling down, in my opinion. But I've been wrong.
And the thing is like I've mentioned about, you know, my theory about angels being, you know, birds, some birds being angels, but someone said to me, well, it never says that angels have wings. Well, it does all the time in the Bible. It talks about wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bible, Enoch, you name it, man. All the old text.
Yeah.
Very interesting stuff, man. I thought that was a cool little thing to bring up. But you know, that being said, I think we're gonna just take a little 5-minute break. Is that cool, guys?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just hop us all backstage. I'm just gonna put on some of these new StreamYard tunes. So don't go anywhere, guys. We put up something. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We got some more great stuff to get into for sure. So stick around. All right. As advertised, we are back. You're still live. We got just about 100 people here. Hopefully you guys will share it out and get some more people in here. We got some more gravy, as Austin and Ceiling Fan Man like to say, coming up. But real quick, if you guys would like to make any donations, there is a PayPal link pinned in the comments. There's one fresh in the chat and in the description. If you don't do PayPal, if you do the Cash App or the Venmo, those options are there as well. Just with those, I don't get notifications like that. So if you do make a donation, I'd like to give you a shout out because I appreciate it. I'm not a scumbag. And with those, I don't really get them, but I'll hit you up regardless afterwards. But that being said, I think we should dip into some more gravy here. Yeah, there's the link down there. Here's a good little video we can watch before the boys come back.
I'm here.
Sounds like someone's back. Yeah, a little Obama action for you. Good guy.
If I say that the world is round and someone else says it's flat, that's worth reporting.
Look at some of this stuff, some of that old technology. Got none of that nowadays. Looks strange, like a component to that Ezekiel's wheel concept. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right? I thought that was interesting. Right?
Or the big Ferris wheels they keep putting up everywhere.
Well, that too. Just very interesting.
That looks like that thing in Star Wars. Don't they have those?
That's what, yeah. Where do you think the motivation came from, then?
And they have those kind of electrical things.
They did.
Yeah, I know.
Very interesting. Thought that was a good little clip. Oh, my dumbass comments still on the screen. Whoops.
Here, let me
You got something?
I'll well, it
no.
hang on a second. I'm gonna close that out. It goes along with that thing you were talking about. There's a certain gentleman that always seems to follow Steve around, and I came across this.
Baracus.
This, Steve. It's from this one dude. I like his videos, but you ready? Can you hear it?
Yeah. You're live. You're good.
Okay. All right. Okay, good.
Jen, before I get rid of you, which I'm enjoying you so much today, I really am.
I'm enjoying you too.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
But a little bird told me that you said you might be resigning the job this year. Say it isn't so. Is it true?
I don't know when I'm leaving. This is an honor and a privilege, and I love working for President Biden every single day.
That's your boy.
And she wasn't even in the office when Obama was there. That's nice.
Yeah,
You know who
think
she
she's
works
working for Obama. She's right. The secret person you're not supposed to talk about. So anyways.
Well, my favorite was that.
And I love working for President.
Oops.
I just thought it was really interesting how what Obama did that 60 Minutes thing a couple of months ago, and they were like, "Would you want to be president again?" He goes, "Yeah, I would be, but I wouldn't want to be the main president. I want to be in the basement, and the president's wearing a microphone, a thing in his ear, and I'm just telling him what to do." Then he just chuckles and kind of looks off in the distance like it's happening,
That's what we're recycling, because that's what they said Bush Reagan years were. Reagan was the face, but they all said Bush, the head of the CIA, was the guy running it.
It's always like that, man. It's always like that. What a world
if you
of
believe
deception.
in all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, regardless, they give you like the 180 of what you just had every year, but they still, like on paper, On paper they do, but in reality, they're all doing the same stuff, promoting the same shit. Very crazy. Oh wow, I got some crazy videos here, huh? Actually, I had some other videos saved in my so we can. I don't even know where to start right now, man. I got all this stuff. I know I got some videos that are like saved in my on my wall somewhere. Not on my wall, but saved on my profile. Let me see if I can bring some of those up. Because there was a video that I couldn't share for some reason. Don't know why, but let me see if I can find some of my shared stuff. It might be in the archive. No, it's not. Let me see here. Let me see. I don't even know where that would be, man. How do you find your saved stuff on Facebook?
I really don't do it. I'm sorry.
Me neither. That's why I don't save stuff. Oh, wait a minute.
Go to your full. Oh man, dude. When I save my stuff, there's folders. It should be. I don't know how to do it on here. Only on my phone.
I know. Same, bro. Same. That's the crappy part. Let me see. Manage post, perhaps? That ain't it. Oh, actually. No. I should have tried to do this before.
Here you go. Here you go. Click that. Click the Facebook over on the top left. Right?
Yeah.
And then go all the way down. Hit see more. And then you'll see saved all the way down there.
Got him. Got him.
Hey. Teamwork made the dream work, baby.
Hey, you already know. You already know. All right, yeah, there was some cool stuff back here. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Let me see what this one was. Some of these you couldn't share for some reason, and it was just very, very annoying. And it's not even showing up the post that I want it to be. So that's kind of. Yeah, it's just Wikipedia, huh? Wow. All right, that's okay. We'll get into that maybe later or something. But I do got a couple like interesting videos we can look at. I mean, one of them is that video you put up of the moon the other day. That shit was looking gnarly. The wolf moon.
One I caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was nice.
Yeah,
It is
with
so
the planes.
Yes.
That tripped me out, man. I'm not gonna lie. If you heard my reaction on there, it tripped me out when I first seen the plane fly across there. This camera is a very good camera. Very cool.
I meant to ask you, what are you working with?
A Nikon P900 with infrared. It's Tommy's, that flat fellow. He's let me borrow it.
Oh, for real? Good shit.
Yeah, he let me borrow it at we were at Flat Atlantic, and he let me take it home. And I've been getting all that footage of the sorry, bub. Getting all that footage of the moon and stuff. It's an amazing camera, dude. I'm gonna go try to get some footage over water here soon at Tampa with a guy named Chris. Get some more footage. I've been staring at the moon. I want to try and get those sundogs and shit, you know? I want to get all kinds of stuff with that camera.
That would be crazy, man. That'd be crazy. But real quick, have any of you guys heard of the hydroplate theory?
No.
No, me neither.
You're always bringing new theories to the table.
That's my job. That's why Ceiling Fan calls me the smartest man on the internet. No, I'm kidding.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh boy. But no, this is I haven't heard of this till about like a week ago. So just 10-minute clip. We might not play the whole thing, but definitely check out what this little theory here. Make sure it's up.
Could it be that hidden?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
All right, let me get back in. All right.
Could it be that hidden within this simple description, the answers to the skeptic's most difficult questions may be found? Having served as director of one of the United States Defense Department's major research and development laboratories, Dr. Walter Brown comes with an impressive list of credentials and credibility. In tackling the subject of Earth's geological development, Dr. Brown has developed a theory that contradicts the generally accepted viewpoint of the scientific community. Profound and far-reaching, this respected scientist's hydroplate theory not only offers a completely new approach to the geological sciences, it succeeds where the prevailing theory often fails. It simply and logically explains some of the Earth's most profound mysteries.
We can see on our planet 25 major features that can now be systematically explained as a consequence of a global flood that erupted from subterranean chambers with an energy release exceeding the explosion of 30 trillion hydrogen bombs. This theory shows us just how rapidly major mountains form. It explains the coal, oil, and methane deposits, the rapid continental drift, and why on the ocean floor there are huge trenches, hundreds of canyons, and tens of thousands of volcanoes. This theory also explains the ice ages, and it gives the primary reason for global warming. It explains the formation of the layered strata in almost all fossils, the frozen mammoths, and major land canyons, especially the Grand Canyon. Surprisingly, it explains the origin of comets, asteroids, and meteorites.
According to Dr. Brown's theory,
fall for that
the ancient world that Noah lived in was very different from the Earth we occupy today.
Noah and other pre-flood people probably lived on one very large supercontinent with lush vegetation, inland seas, and major rivers. The mountains were smaller than today's, perhaps 6,000 feet high. Before the flood, about half the Earth's water was in interconnected chambers, about 10 miles below the Earth's surface. This formed a thin spherical shell, almost a mile thick. The pressure in the subterranean chamber had been increasing for centuries because the gravity of the sun and moon produced tides in the subterranean water that lifted and lowered the Earth's massive...
I'm not sure how much more I can listen to the theories of gravity and
You just have to tone that out, Rich.
All right. So he's explaining it without
minutes?
that then. Oh yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm just trying to understand. So all right, go for it.
Twice a day. This tidal pumping added gigantic amounts of energy to the subterranean water. This increasing pressure in the subterranean water steadily stretched the crust as a balloon stretches when the pressure inside increases. Failure in the crust began as a microscopic crack that grew in both directions at almost 3 miles per second. The crack, following the path of least resistance, encircled the globe in about 2 hours. As the crack raced around the Earth, the overlying rock crust opened up like a ripped and a tightly stretched claw. So the water exploded violently out of the rupture. The Bible even gives us a precise date, the 600th year of Noah's life, on the 17th day of the 2nd month. On that day, all the fountains of the great deep burst open. Then it says, and the rain fell. The fountains of water jetted supersonically into and above the atmosphere. The spray from these enormous fountains produced torrential rain such as the Earth has never experienced before or after. The supersonic fountains eroded the crumbling rock.
So you kind of see what he's saying there, how the flood wasn't really a rain type of deal, because there's a big misconception on how it just started to rain. You know, they say the fountains were open, but a lot of people kind of like skip over that part in the Bible because it doesn't make sense to them. But if I'm not saying that what this guy is saying is 100% true, but the basis of his theory is that the water came up from underneath the Earth. And I'm not saying it's due to the sun and the moon's gravitation.
Well, that's just how this guy explains it, because he thinks he lives on a fucking ball. But
exactly,
we can pull apart this and take what we need from it. I definitely get what you're putting out when it comes to this video and stuff.
Yeah,
you know? That guy's completely indoctrinated.
Oh, he's gone.
He gets the whole idea where it says within seconds, 3 mile wide, like
That's
rips in the ground. That
for
just
sure.
brings me back to that electrical discharge. How like the ground can just imagine that on a grand scale, like showing that video of that electricity. Yeah, Bubby, hold on. Of the video of the electricity going through that plastic really fast. Imagine that on a grand scale, you know?
Absolutely.
My take on it is, as Daryl said, that to me it's painful. That guy, everything about it, I didn't agree. Other than if your theory is that the water was so explosive it looked like it was raining, the thing was is it's never come down from the sky up until Noah's time. It's always just bubbled out of the water. So somewhere I would think it was saying that the water was boiling out and then raining down. No, it just says it rains down, almost like an opening had opened up above us in the firmament and just allowed it
The windows.
to fill up the windows, like it says, and fill up the fishbowl we live in until it was full of water. And
right.
then
It was a double dare. It was a double punch.
Right. And then eventually the water
came
recedes, but there's still evidence of the water around us because how much of the earth now is full of water. So it's all the land that's left that we're
I mean,
living
is
on.
there obviously there was a flood? Look at all the fucking water.
Yeah, right. It's still here. It didn't leave.
You can even, go on coastline of continents and go in the ocean just 20 feet down, 100 feet down, 200 feet down. There's remnants of societies that are,
all across these continents. There's sunken cities 400 yards under the water, 300 feet under the water, all across these continents, pyramids, all kinds of shit. Yeah, this video right here. Imagine this on a grand scale, like across the whole Midwest plain, just ripping, boom, instantly, and then shit flying in the air from it, and just insane.
This is electrical discharging. Imagine that.
Wow. And the pattern you see all the time. It's in leaves. It's in your lungs. It's in capillary. It's everywhere. That pattern. Tree branches. It's always there.
Imagine
very
that.
true. Very true.
Right? Roots of the tree is the same thing. Wow.
And I was reading the comments, and much of the comments in this video was saying they should have done this in a dark room to see that initial discharge, Just very interesting stuff here. But so that brought me, and all the pictures that you dropped were awesome. Austin. Per usual. There's some more of the pictures that he dropped here. Let me see if I can get some.
Yeah, from the micro to macro.
Yeah. Everywhere. Boom. Even on the surface, even in the cracks, on the cracks, doesn't matter. It's the same thing everywhere, guys. Electrical scarring. Some sort of plasma discharge event definitely happened in America, around the world, you name it. Look at this, just everywhere, absolutely everywhere. It's how rivers were formed. It's crazy. And this one is nuts, dude. This man's got this shit on his back.
Well, that's weird.
Did he get hit with lightning? Is that the conception of this photo?
Yeah, it's a lightning strike.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen this before. Yeah. That's crazy. Maybe one or two more. Yeah. Yeah. Match the description. Yep. You tell us. Same thing. Same thing. No coincidences over here. Good stuff. Oh yeah, this is the some of that moon footage from Austin, looking gnarly. 237,000 miles away. Somehow 4K HD on your Nikons.
I'm all up on that bitch right now, bro. No way it's that far away. Bro, I could see these astronauts walk across that bitch
That's
if
what
they
I'm
was on there.
telling
There's
people.
no way people are
Where's the
walking on
flag?
that thing.
No flag, no nothing.
It goes to the actual footage in a second.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, they must have gone at night or no, in the daytime because the moon wasn't lit like this when they were standing on it. Like, none of it makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this camera, dude. I like it a lot. There's so much features on it. I've been watching tutorials on it. It's an amazing camera. No way that's 250,000 miles away. No motherfucking way.
It's so crazy. I even like the notion that it's 3,000 miles away. Even that's kind of a stretch, brother.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me too. Me too. It seems like it's projected into our reality, but it's like we all have our own relationship with, like, it's not physical at all to me. I don't think it's physical. What we're looking at anyway is not physical.
I feel you. Exactly. That's what I've been telling people. It's interdimensional. You know, it could be a being, you know, for all we know. I mean, it comes through a portal, you know. I mean, I think it comes through 7 different portals. I take the Book of Enoch rather literally when it comes to explaining the star gates, the sun gates, and the moon gates. And it's absolutely amazing, the moon stuff. But have you caught any of the, like, a moonrise? Have you caught that yet on film?
The one with the planes was just after it rising because the trees were in the way, but that's what I'm trying to get. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's definitely like the bee's knees, even when it's in a phase like it is now, like half or quarter, because you're still gonna see
When
it
it's like
come up.
morphing into its shape.
Yo, right, it's assimilating, it's coming in, dude. It's this wide when it comes up, and it's like, I mean, we were looking at it last time we were live. I think it wasn't even remotely close to a circle. It was all wavy and plasma looking and ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Gotta love it to be, man. I've always had strange, like, thoughts and feelings about the moon, and now that that video we were all looking at last week and the week before with the depiction showing some sort of dark black sun or whatever you want to call it inside of the earth, and that's affecting the moon's phases, and that makes more sense than anything I've ever heard of a flat earth explanation of what's actually causing the moon phases. Some people think it just lights up itself and turns off itself, which I don't think. I think it's always 100% lit, but something is always in the way of it, you know, making it half, making it, you know, new moon. It's just that black spotlight that was over the moon.
Yeah, I dig that. I dig that model.
Yeah,
for sure. It because Yeah, I think there's something definitely going on in the center. I think there's more answers you can find in the center. And I think because of the sun and the moon's like electromagnetic field that they each have, when they cross paths, they're always intersecting towards the center. So it's literally blocking out what we can see. It's keeping us able to see the tree of life, if you will, or creation itself. I feel like creation is just blasting out of the center like a planetarium would
Yes.
how
Yeah.
blast out of the center onto the ceiling and everything, you know? They're just
Absolutely.
they're just mimicking nature, you know?
Like some sort of cosmic waterfall, perhaps, or
Yeah.
something along those lines. This is an interesting little oh boy, little clip here. Just a compilation of, I think, sun pictures, and oh, we're gonna get copyright strike. I gotta kill this. There we go. Don't want that to happen.
Oh yeah, you don't want that shit playing.
Yeah, we don't want Nickelback sending me a copyright strike. I thought we were cool, man. But yeah, just some intense moon. Intense star and moon and sun photos and videos here. And
Oh man, dude, I was zooming. I'm gonna get a good shot of a star. I was zooming in on stars, and I need to go back to my sister's house where there's not a lot of pollution, light pollution. Because by my house there's a lot of light pollution. But I was zooming in on them stars, dude, and you get that. Man,
Mhm.
it's so fucking cool, dude. I'm gonna record one and get a good. I'm gonna hit one of these bright ass planets out here.
And the thing is because I believe they're all a little closer than they used to look. You can get it with just about everything now.
Yeah, Kaylee, my wife, she has an iPhone. She can grab that with her iPhone.
Yep.
So can I, dude. It's crazy with the iPhone.
Yeah, the iPhone's fucking nuts, man. You're not, and it's supposed to be light years away, trillions of miles away, and we're using
get my iPhone.
Fucking iPhone, my guy.
Or how about what is it? The one crater that I talk about all the times, like 50, 60 miles away across, and you can see with your naked eye, whatever.
Right. Kill that audio. Yeah, just the stars are just bizarre, man. Like what they actually are, and what the misconception of what people think stars are. That's one of the most, like, I don't know, like, craziest things you could, like, deceive people of, because I've seen live reactions of people when they fucking realize, like, what they're looking at. You're not looking at some dwarf planet 70 trillion light years away. Light years, not even miles, people, light years. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at something that is interacting with you. You could feel the vibe of it. It's freaking crazy.
Not only that, but they try to teach us that what we're seeing isn't even there. It's taking so long to get to us. So like some stars are already dead, but we're still
Right.
seeing the light from them,
Yeah. It's so crazy, man.
They're trying to make the metaphysical physical. They're trying to make above our heads in that realm a physical thing, and casting out the idea of a heavenly realm or a creator. Like I just read an article on my show this morning. They were talking about the Space Webb Telescope, how it's almost reached its destination and it's gonna park itself 1 million miles away from Earth and all that bullshit, right? And it said in the article that it's finally going to be able to park itself and finally take pictures of the heavens. So they're calling this what they're trying to tell everybody that is this physical place. They're calling it the heavens. They're literally trying to replace the heavens for this physical place, replace it for something physical,
Right.
That's funny. You say they're trying to merge the physical with the metaphysical, because you were talking about last time we went live, that show True Detective, and who was that main character's name there? Whoever McConaughey played, he was going into that and how, like, it's just absolutely crazy.
Oh man, that one speech he does at the table.
Yes.
Bro. That
Exactly.
first season is the only good season, though.
Yeah,
Like,
the second
that
season,
that
they had
one.
Vince Vaughn as the bad guy. I was like, I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Charlie, but yeah, dude. And where else was I hearing about that? I think Richie was dipping into this stuff real heavy too, right before the whole COVID or the whole virus train kicked off, you know. And it just sucked because like not just him, like myself, Jen, Brian, everyone, dude. We were like buzzing right before they locked it down. Like we were dipping into shit that we never would have dipped into, and it was just the most mind-blowing stuff. And then we all got sidetracked for a year and a half, some people 2 years now, you know. And it's just crazy how far they've brought us since then, you know. Just absolutely madness. Let's see what other little videos I got on here. There's a video about that day in September. You know, we're not going to bring that up. Surprised that was.
They sent you email that one video I caught of the plane from the plane.
Let me see here. Let me see if I can bring that up. And real quick, thank you, Heather Phillips, for that donation a few minutes ago. I appreciate that. I gotta download it. Give me a second, all right? All right, downloading. Should be up. Let me see. Oh, yeah, we're good. Let me pause that.
You don't need to play the audio.
Okay, hold on. Who is this? Max Egan, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going through my emails while I'm live, the way you should be. All right, let's get this up. You see that?
Yeah.
You said kill the audio.
So I was shoot the moon. I was shooting the moon.
Did you
on
hit
my
it?
iPhone. Well, you can see it in the distance. It's my iPhone up against the plastic window. It's all scratched and stuff. So I did the best I could. But you can already see there's chemtrails from us leading away towards the moon. Do you see them in like a line?
I do.
And then and then one goes across. You'll see it eventually go across the screen. And it's got a black line coming out of it.
Wow.
That motherfucker is just over there. Just over there.
Yeah, I can see it so good from the plane. Oh, did it not show up? Oh, I guess it's really hard to see the line up there. Do you see it coming in at the top? Back it up a bit and you'll see where I didn't even notice it. It's that black, right in there. There's a plane. If you can zoom in, I guess you can't do it.
I can't.
Oh, it's pumping out that line right there?
Yeah, the black line comes out of it.
Oh
There's actually a plane there.
Oh, you can kind of see
other videos of them pumping out black shit. Like,
yeah. So that's where it was. I was flying and saw that coming out the window trying to shoot at the moon.
You know, if I still had my old phone, actually, I was in Worcester not a couple of years ago. We were going to some concert or something in middle of the day. It must have been 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. It was a cold day like today. It was around this time of the year. So when it's sunny out, it's sunny out. You know what I'm saying? So it was just wicked sunny, blue sky. And we look up, regular chemtrail over here, regular chemtrail over there. And then right through the middle of them, this black chemtrail. We couldn't see it being, something was forming it, but nothing was there.
Right.
It was freaking crazy, man. It was freaking crazy. That must have been like, wow. 2022 now. That must have been like 2015. Honestly, that was a while ago. I must have been 20-ish, maybe. Yeah, that was forever ago.
Yeah, you're an old man now.
Yeah, dude, I feel it, man. I feel it. And real quick, shout out to the 114 people still in the chat. I had faith you guys.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, check this out here. This is what is this? The Manhattan Municipal Building. Check this thing out. Photos from 1814. New York City. Just look at the entrance to this goddamn place. Are you serious?
Who has to walk through that?
That's what I'm saying, bro. You go through the.
And they tore that down, right?
Oh yeah, this is long gone. Long gone.
It was only up for a short period, right?
Yes.
Like a ridiculously short amount of time for something like that.
Something like the World's Fairs.
Yeah.
It's just very interesting how the top spire is just like all the spires you would see in those fairs, from Chicago to Buffalo to San Francisco. And what did those things do? They brought in the energy for the entire fair. So seems to me like maybe this was, powering a good part of the grid here,
Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. Speaking
Yeah.
of power grids, did you know that they have water buoys out in the ocean that collects energy?
No.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah, out there collecting fucking energy with the waves. They got a buoy and it's like a pump action. As the wave goes up, the shaft goes up, and then the wave goes down and it pumps it back down and it creates energy. And they have all these things around all these around these cities and stuff. Dude, I gotta find it.
That's crazy. I just can't believe, they say they built this structure, and I mean, you just look down here, they didn't build this structure. Maybe some of this stuff up here, but then again, you get to the tippity top and it's ridiculous. And I mean, if you just showed me this right here and told me this was at street level, you'd buy it, But no, you've got, I mean,
and the narrative never makes sense. So they build these credible buildings with all the resources in the town, and takes every man and woman and whoever to build these things for a ridiculously short amount of time. And of course, tear it down, not that they wouldn't withstand the test of time for hundreds of years, and then build the boxes we make nowadays that fall over to wind. Sure.
Yes. That's the awesome narrative they got for us, man. Yeah. Very interesting. But
there's a car in space too.
Put it up in 3 years. Imagine.
Oh my gosh, it's funded by DARPA, of course.
Of course.
It's funded by
what it is,
DARPA.
your
this buoy shit.
Of course.
It's like the old what were those? The syringe mosquitoes. I don't know if you guys saw those back in the day. The mosquitoes, they had a little syringe on them.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Those were DARPA projects. Where did you put? Is this the one in the chat here? Oh, buoy. Yeah. Let me get up in here. A little screen share action. All right. Came out today.
I'm trying to find another one. But it was saying that they were powerful enough to power cities and shit like that. They have so many of them out in the water and shit. And they could have been doing this forever and not even be telling people, and just while they're collecting free energies, collecting more money off of people and all types of shit.
The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, because I'm sure defense has a lot to do with hydro-powered buoys. Very interesting. Seems like they're getting ready for a grid that doesn't involve power where you have to plug stuff into walls. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like how back in the day they didn't have any lights at these World's Fairs, but yet at night they lit up like you'd think there was like T-Pain was there. You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous. But no, this is pretty fucking crazy, yo. I'm about to look at the patents on these. Give that a bookmark for sure.
Look at the patents and all the same people again, I'm sure.
Oh, of course. Goes back to 1811. I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it. That's some gnarly stuff. What else have we got in here? Oh, you guys will appreciate this meme. And if you don't, I'm sorry I've offended you. When you're the first female vice president, but you can't claim it since your party doesn't recognize genders.
That's funny. That's funny.
That was in my time hop. I thought that was I thought that was hilarious. Look at this building here. It's called the Drake and Pencil in Philadelphia. Oh, sharing. My bad. I thought I needed a screen share again. But honestly, I was in Philly. I didn't quite see this building.
Look at the size of it.
But I'm saying, how the fuck did I not see this building?
It's huge.
Right. I'm walking around the city. I'm driving around. Doesn't matter. We missed it. Somehow I missed this. I'm going to have to go back there one of these days and check this out, because this is a monstrous structure. It looks over
What kind of
just a
crap
big
researcher
neighborhood.
are you, Steven? Jeez.
It's stuck, dude. It's stuck. Someone's got to fire me. Crazy old stuff. But what else? You guys got any other stuff? Because I got a couple little videos I could share real quick too. More mud flood stuff if you guys are interested in seeing any of that.
Sure. I mean, I don't have anything else, and we have
Run it.
our thing tonight. Well, but that's
In about
separate,
2
so
hours.
I'll just hang
Yeah.
out with you. Sure.
Yeah, I'm just chilling now.
All right. Good shit. All right. Let me see what we
Appreciate you having me on, bro.
Yeah.
got.
I
All
vibe
day.
with both you guys big time, so I appreciate this.
It's been a productive stream too, like information wise as well. So that's always a plus in my opinion. You know,
That's right.
It's always good to have fun, but like when the information's there, it's even better. You know, it's like a whole different vibe. We don't need the hype music.
And I don't think this one's gonna be getting taken down either. That last one I was on got
it didn't even make the publishing, dude.
No.
I thought the BBC would have taken you down, but it was the other one. I got struck because I played part of my Richard Attenborough's playing this Myra bird or lyre bird that makes all these weird sounds. It sounds like a chainsaw. And I had to cut it. Yeah, I had to cut it out of the video, or I don't know. I think I left it in, and it's not visible some places, and I don't know how it works. But yeah.
Wow.
That whole fair use thing's right out the window, it seems.
I know, right?
I mean, I cut it up. I talked over it. I did everything I can to make it whatever.
You were definitely within the boundaries, for sure.
I think they just like picking on us, ceiling fan.
Maybe. But I hear you're one of those conspiracy people, so you know.
I know. Stay away from me. I got the conspiracy vid.
Yeah, Mad Pie Man. They copyrighted the noise of the chainsaw. They must. Yeah.
I thought I killed the music. Actually, you know what? We'll keep the music. We get a copyright for music. We'll take that. They'll just give me a claim warning. They won't take it down for some beats like that. But this is just showing y'all that there's, you know, way more levels to this stuff than we actually could even perceive or even understand. Like, this is where we live, up here at street level. Everything else that's down low, I mean, it's old world, man. Old world as hell. Like, look at that. Wow. And this is just crazy. You know, people are parking their streets on the roof of something. They don't even know. They don't even know. Yeah, I bet the construction workers, they don't even know either. Like, that's the icing on the cake right there. That's literally a whole nother subterranean level with pillars, you know?
Well, they had to build over all the shit when the cow kicked over the lamp and burnt the whole city down.
Well, it's either A, they had to build over it, or B, they used what was left, you know, and then just built around it, you know?
We need to,
obviously this is a little modern touch on top, but you go inside all these buildings, you're gonna have brick walls on the other side of your wallpaper. For sure. They're all interconnected, you know. So many cities I see that way, you know, and it's amazing.
Yeah, they have that in Europe too, where the buildings all touch each other. You can't put a piece of paper between.
This is in France, so yes, I know exactly what you're saying.
But then, like, we need to look into all these creatures that are kicking over lamps and stuff. Seattle burnt down, and your area, Steve, burnt down because of a monkey. And you know, we should put them all together and figure out the ridiculous
Chicago,
stories.
Atlanta, everywhere.
Like the fire department sucked back then.
Yeah. What was the Chicago one? The cow in the steeple, you know, somehow made a fire so ridiculous that it sliced buildings in half. Never mind burnt them down, you know? But if one of those sun dog, whatever the hell we were looking at earlier, things were just running around town with their laser in their hand, yeah, I could see something like that, you know? Gods of Egypt, something like that.
Yeah, right. Just
like
striking
that.
down. Boom, boom.
Now,
boom.
have you seen the Blood of Zeus on Netflix or YouTube, something like that? Have you seen that show or no?
No.
That's that cartoon you talked to me about, right?
So
Blood of Zeus?
Blood
I
of
will
Zeus.
now.
You can check out the whole thing, but you
It's so
really just need
freaky.
to watch for the first like 10 minutes of the first episode.
He's right. He did this to
That's
me.
where the wild shit is. The other stuff is, it's all right. It's pretty effing crazy the story they got, but
All I did
10
was what he
minutes-
said. I watched that first 10 minutes and I was like, no, it just lays everything out in a cartoon. It's really funny.
Yeah, and like the way they shoot like plasma out of their third eye, man. I don't know. I didn't make the book, You think I did? So crazy. So crazy.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's drawn up just like the Castlevania.
Yes. Whoops, let's kill the audio again here. But I think it's just a compilation here of just giant doors, And this is kind of what I'm saying, I'm saying like all this stuff may have been devastated, and this is all we had left to work with. It could be something like that. I don't think it goes down quite that far, but I'm not saying it doesn't, because anything is literally possible nowadays with the eyes and the things that are being revealed to us. It's just wild.
Well, the fact that they're finding trees under the Sahara Desert.
Imagine
Who
that.
knows how far down.
Remember that? The whole forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look at these incredible doorways. Like, what are you building these for? Like as some of these have like the comparison. Like, look at the size of these people. Compare to these doors. Like, what's going on? Were the people larger back then? Possibly. Were they even people? I don't know. I just don't know.
Again, why waste all these resources if you didn't need
Right.
these?
Right.
Well, we can build 6 doors. No, we just want one giant one to impress everyone. Okay.
Sounds good, boss. Oh, did I pause it? I did. I don't know how that happened. We've been looking at the same picture about 10 minutes. Yeah, and it's still a big doorway, Giant doors. Look where the handles are. Come on. It's at your head. That photo kind of sucks. Oh, I paused it again. What the hell? I don't know how that keeps happening. I'm not even touching anything. Wow. These, I paused it this time, but these like Celtic looking cathedrals, they're with these little points everywhere. I could only imagine what these look like that night. And it makes me believe that maybe these things fucking started walking around or started talking at night, Who knows, man? When it was all lit up. Just a theory, but
Right. No, I'm with you.
Who knows, man? There's a reason why they took down a lot of the little like marks and statues and stuff like that off of the old world buildings. Maybe there was still some component left into them. This guy's not even half the size of half the door. Look at this door. Come on. Who's walking through that? Fee, fi, fo, fum? Like, are you kidding me? It looks like you have like some sort of seraphim over here on the door.
Yeah,
That's
different sigils. I don't know. Nicolas Cage, I think, has to open that and things come out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, the series of treasures or whatever, national treasure.
There's that square pattern.
On the doorway, too. Incredible. We've already seen this one. See, I can't validate that or not, but wouldn't doubt it, And I don't know if you guys have stumbled upon these at all, but the giant books. Have you guys seen any of those?
Oh yeah. They have a lot of giant books like that in these museums and museum I've seen.
Yeah. And you got yep.
I have like a shit ton of pictures of giants and then like footprints. Like giant people like that. Like from all times. Yeah, just like that. That's crazy.
There you go. They were big and they were running things. So I'm saying I see all these guns. They're like 30-foot guns. I'm like, who's using that? You know, I haven't heard a good explanation for that. Oh, that was their snipers.
Yeah, right.
Ridiculous, man. You shoot that and get blown through your own wall. Are you kidding me? That's so crazy. But I think that's it I got right now. I do have some more stuff to show, but I know you and me have to go in a little bit
Yeah,
anyway.
I think I'm gonna bounce out at least, and I'll work on and watch some other things and work on our show. But thanks for having me, Steve. I always enjoy.
Yeah, me too,
talking
man.
to
I
you.
really appreciate it.
No, you
And
guys.
Austin, it's always fun talking to you. Enjoy your show too. So
same to you, brother.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. It's been awesome.
Yeah, man. Definitely want to do this again with you, man.
Yeah,
what's
your schedule looking like tomorrow?
I am scheduled to work at 2, but it's supposed to be colder, so we might close down again. That's what it's looking like.
All right, yeah, you let me know. It's been, I mean, even up here, it's normally cold up here, and we've been shutting down an hour or two early every now and again. It's just, the foot traffic just ain't there.
Down here, they're pussies, man, and I got a bar outside, so anything under 48 degrees, they shut that bitch down.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's supposed to be really cold down here tomorrow. It's supposed to be the coldest, so
yeah,
I don't see us opening up. I'll definitely hit you up.
Yeah, let me know regardless, man, because that'll be sick. And I know we wanted to talk about some spooky stuff one of these days, so we can definitely dip into that for sure. For sure. Get the vibe right,
For sure, man. I enjoy it, man. I vibe with what you be putting out and stuff. I dig it, dude.
I appreciate it, man. That's why I have you on here when you can, dude. It's just nothing but top shelf, 5-star A1 steak sauce for the win.
For sure, man. We bring the ladles.
We pour it up. And if you guys are still hungry and thirsty for some more gravy, check out Ceiling Fan Man's channel. We're gonna do a little Bible study there later. I don't know quite what we're gonna go over, but I'm sure he'll set up a good itinerary for us. So
was it Revelations with an S?
With an S. That's what I kind of want to dive into, but we might just tackle one of Daniel's visions, because I remember that's where we did leave off, and I think we should tackle those first and then dip into that, because I mean, we're in the birthing pains process for sure. To say like exactly what point we are in there, I can't tell you, but I'm sure if a couple of us, look at the same stuff together, I'm sure we'll come up with a better answer than what I got. So,
I'll be there. I watch all your guys' streams. Good stuff.
All right. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And anyone in the chat, follow Awesome Austin.
I just put my link to my channel in
here.
Chat.
Word. I'm gonna steal that and throw that in the description later. All right.
Yeah, man.
So
also, you guys can go to realmelodome.com. It has everything you need there. All the links to all of my places and a shirt. If you want to go buy a shirt, there's a link to the merch store out there. All that good stuff. Yeah. And then also, if you guys want to even talk to me or reach me at realmelodome.com, there's a little spot at the bottom right of that website where you can literally send me a message 24/7, come straight to me, and I'll message you guys right back. So realmelodome.com. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, Steve.
Yes, sir, man. All day.
You real as fuck, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Back at you, bro. This has been awesome. All the stuff I've done with you is sick. And I mean, meeting you I didn't even know who you were, but I already knew who you were. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Same here, dude. Same here.
That shit was crazy. But all right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Everyone was in chat. Thank you. I think we had like $1.30 at one point, so that's not bad for a little Sunday night action. I'm glad you guys are here and not watching Tom Brady and the dick suckers.
This is great, man. I appreciate it.
All day, man. I love this shit. But all right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna get out of here. Like, share, and subscribe along all the people we got on here. Me, him, Ceiling Fan, Jen, Brian, you name it, guys. We do what we do because we have to. And at that point, we're just gonna keep trucking with it. And if you would like to make donations, the link is pinned in the chat, and I would they're appreciated. But with that being said,